What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into the CHGO Bulls podcast. Presented to you
make noise. It's cool.
by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It's all good. Yay.
America's top-rated sportsbook. Download their app and be sure to use promo code CHGO when you sign up. I am Matt Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. My guy, Big Dave Watson. Bow, BAWL Sports. My other guy, Will the Go Gottlieb. He is at Will_Gottlieb. We are CHGO_Bulls. Our pal and producer, Joey, rocking with us today per usual.
Joey.
And RG.
Joey Escargot.
Rocking the extra cam. Live cam. Guys, we are at the One Ball.
We are here.
The most famous basketball gym.
Yes.
In anywhere around Paris.
Yes. Up and
People
around.
who are pros play here. There's like a full 5-on-5 going on the other side of that glass.
Wembanyama's playing over there, I think.
Which, by the way, if you're listening to the pod or watching this on YouTube, if you hear sneakers squeaking and basketballs dribbling, that's just authenticity.
It's not you scoring 50?
No.
That's not it? Okay.
Did you see me getting some shots up?
I didn't. How'd it look?
Bricks and air balls, baby.
I gave him looked okay shooting? Looked all right?
I gave Matt a pretty good bucket.
He did.
You gave him a bucket?
Yeah.
Joey buckets?
almost got injured afterwards, but he did give him a bucket.
There's the wall back there.
The wall doesn't have padding, so he went flying into the wall.
It's a pretty hard wall.
Came out a little gimpy.
I play like Derrick Rose, fast.
All the way.
Out of control.
That's right.
Too much for my own body sometimes.
But buckets. But buckets.
You know how that story ends, though, right, Joseph?
Why would you say that?
It's all right.
Don't say that.
Who else we got here in studio?
We got a bunch of awesome international Bulls fans. There's a Bulls Nation hanging out with us. We got Matt and Neil from Seabread UK hanging out with us.
You guys jump behind. Go jump behind real quick.
Get on screen.
Come behind real quick.
Come on the screen. There you are. There he is.
We got French Bulls TV. We got Easy. We got all these boys hanging out with us.
Yes.
Shout out. Look who it is.
Yeah, he's stuck in.
We ran into him.
He's stuck in, baby.
At the Alonzo Ball event earlier today in Paris.
Yeah.
Man, this is so cool.
This is super cool. Thank y'all for being here, man. And y'all didn't even check in. Y'all just came straight here, man. Like, thank y'all for doing that. Where's Easy? Look, without this dude right here, none of this would be possible. None of it. This man right here, Easy, has been amazing, man, and valuable, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Point person for a lot that's going on this week.
Yes.
Including this podcast here at One Ball. Hopefully a fun event that we're going to do before the game Thursday night with our fellow Bulls fans. But so just a little bit of the history of this place.
Okay.
It is where pros, including NBA players, go when they want to work on their game and work on their bodies, and they happen to be in Paris.
Yeah.
The amount of NBA players who are like, oh, yeah, such and such on their Instagram. Like, here I am working out in One Ball. Like, on this very court.
Yeah.
Here in Paris, it's like where NBA players just come to ball out.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, we've seen hooping here, man. We just saw D. Wade taking a picture, your boy, taking a picture in the center court. That was great. And, of course, Joakim Noah, like you saw, he was here.
Your actual boy.
My actual boy.
His actual boy. He was here doing his thing.
I saw like a Nick Batum jersey up there. There's some NBA jerseys. I'm serious. Like
I'm pretty sure Sean Bradley's son is rocking this 5-on-5 scrimmage on the other court over here.
Dude, he's a player.
So Joakim was here earlier this week. He was helping organize the combine for the BAL, the Basketball Africa League.
Oh, wow.
Guys who are, and like, it's been, I think 2 seasons going on 3. In the spring of 2023, they're going to start season 3 of the Basketball Africa League.
Yeah.
Joakim has been huge in that endeavor. He's gotten his old Bulls teammate, Luol Deng, to help out as well. Luol's in town, hoping to maybe catch a glimpse of both of them on Thursday. But the fact that it's just a huge part of expanding basketball beyond Chicago, beyond the States, but globally.
And that's Joakim, you know what I'm saying, in a nutshell right there. You know, playing the game and trying to expand it beyond, and being that guy who's loyal to his people. Because, if it involves Luol Deng or Derrick Rose, he's going to be down for that, man. So, and the Chicago Bulls. Let's not forget that either. So, no, it's just great, man. It's just a great thing, honestly.
Just being here, having you guys here, going to practice this morning, you can just, the international NBA fan base is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And it's cool to feel that. It's cool to be a part of it.
Yeah, man. And we appreciate y'all liking what we do. So we appreciate y'all feeling what we do.
I still can't believe that there's anybody actually.
He's still shocked. He doesn't believe y'all are real right here, man. He doesn't believe. I'm telling you, man.
This isn't real life.
Truly. I was telling him earlier while we were getting set up, I was like, the fact that people, we were making our exit from that Lonzo Ball thing, and people, in line were like, oh, hey, it's you guys.
Ibrahim, stop this,
man.
And I was like, bro, you want to take a picture? He was like, I should be asking you that. What are you talking about? I'm like, bro, no, I'm just happy people know who we are here, in Paris, and know what we do and like what we do, man. So, honestly, I can't say enough about it.
Shout out to Uwe from Ireland.
Shout out to
Uwe. That Lonzo Ball thing.
Yeah, he'll be at the game, too.
All right. If we were to run a, let's say, okay, 2v2, Joseph, Goat, you, and me.
Okay.
If we want to go from 2v2 to 3v3.
Why are you always lumping the Jewish people together?
I didn't name any teams yet.
You said
I didn't name any teams. I was going to ask Dave. I was going to ask Dave who he's
Notoriously
going to
bad
pick
athletes.
to play a little pickup at one ball here.
Yeah. You saying who would we pick to be on our team?
Who would you pick?
As my first pick from the crew? Give me Easy first. I gotta take Easy first, man. That's my guy.
He's got the J. Will behind the back elbow pass.
He's no games, man. I trust people with the one-arm tattoo. I
he
trust
got
that.
Will so good with
Yeah,
the
I wasn't
elbow
looking.
pass. He got him so good with the elbow
was quick.
pass.
Nasty? Okay.
My reflexes aren't there anymore.
All right. Who you choosing, man? Who you
Knocked the
choosing?
wind out
I
of
saw
him.
you do a little up and under layup.
Oh,
That was
taking
nice.
That? You like
That
that
was
one?
nice, yes.
Okay. I can hear that. How many more we got? That's two. You want two?
It
three
depends
more?
on whether you want to play 3v3 or.
Let's do 5-on-5. We can do that.
This is turning into like
Give me big fella.
gym class.
Yeah, I got it. I got to take.
I don't like where this is
one.
heading.
This is
You don't
heading
like
in
what
a
this
weird
is heading?
direction.
You don't like? Okay. We'll do 3-on-3 then, man.
I'm taking Sean Bradley's kid.
White Wemby.
I got dibs on him. My
That's
goodness.
fair. That's fair. I can't argue that. That's very fair.
That is a baby giraffe.
Yeah,
oh my
man.
gosh.
Yeah, seriously, man. I'm doing
So
stupid.
wait, who was just saying that one of AK Arturas Karnisovas' old teammates from that exhibition game in '97 was at this very gym just moments before we arrived?
That's
Is
what
that
Easy
you?
was just telling me. Yeah,
Really?
He said he was here playing and everything like that. We just missed out on him.
Wow.
So I think it's just going to be a lot of that kind of thing, especially tomorrow. Like that's what makes me like really excited to go to the game tomorrow because I think it's going to be that kind of thing, like that kind of history, you know, for the Bulls, man. Because we all know how big the '97 thing was, and if you didn't, you saw it on The Last Dance. You know how big it was over there. So
Do you want to know
all
the
that kinda
moment
history.
today that made me recognize the moment was at the gym at practice seeing Ahmad Rashad there.
Ahmad Rashad.
Ahmad Rashad was there.
Why didn't you tell us
Yeah,
that
for real.
immediately?
I wanted to save it for the show. I wanted to see this reaction
Oh
on
my
camera.
God! Wait, did you talk to him?
I didn't.
Did you talk to
okay, this is what I was saying.
Inside
Like
stuff, Ahmad?
I saw like Zach LaVine and DeMar. Like I don't get starstruck by those guys because I see them every day.
Yeah.
No,
But
You, like, talk
I
to them
saw-
while they're in their underwear in the locker room.
That's a flex, Joe. That's a flex.
But I saw Ahmad Rashad and I was like, whoa.
Wow,
That's Ahmad
dude.
Rashad.
Wow.
He's here.
He's looking
And
cool.
like
wasn't
they
he?
were like, everybody get out of here, and then Ahmad Rashad walked by, and that was his entrance.
And he looks super cool, didn't he?
He looks the same age as
Yep.
he did 30 years ago.
Yep.
It's insane.
Sounds about right.
The
yeah,
Angel's
man.
wonder.
I
That's
really
awesome, man.
want to talk to him tomorrow.
You should.
You should, man.
He's
should have
such a
talked to him
legend.
today.
Yeah.
Man,
Ahmad Rashad.
I froze up. I missed my chance.
It's all right, man.
He's one of the people in all of the years, all of the decades that I've been watching NBA basketball, who is like someone who covers the game, who I would be as starstruck by as
Yeah.
a player.
I'm telling you, that was
Like-
I was legitimately starstruck.
Because if you were coming up, especially, like, he was a huge part of your
And he
basketball
looks
life.
the exact same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He did not age.
You know who never gets starstruck?
Who's that, Joey?
Big Dave.
You know.
People are starstruck
People are
to see
people,
him.
man. You're better than nobody, and nobody's better than you.
That's right. I'm
That's
just
it.
saying. I love that attitude.
Yeah, man. That's it.
That's
But Ahmad Rashad, dude, that's
Okay.
But Ahmad Rashad,
that's
baby.
Ahmad Rashad. I won't be starstruck, but I'll be like, dude, you Ahmad Rashad. Like, you're a football player, and you're a colossal part of my basketball life. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, man.
I mean, rewind a few years, All-Star Weekend in Chicago. We had just done an outsider show, and then we're going to some all-star party at some fancy hotel downtown.
That's a flex.
Flex.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will.
No, but wait for it because it's actually a Big Dave flex with that precursor flex. We're walking into this hotel, and Big
The
Dave just
appetizer
happens
flex.
to notice this, beautiful woman wearing this big, beautiful fur. And I'm like, oh, who is that? That must be someone important. Don't even take a second look. I just, duck right by and use a different
That's your
door.
move right there?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. You look expensive. And Big Dave just walks right up to her and gives her a hug, and it's Kevin Durant's mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wanda.
It's Mama Durant,
My close
man.
personal
Mama
friend Wanda.
Durant. And
Mama
Big
Durant.
Dave was like, oh, hey, what's up? And she like wraps him in a big hug.
Yeah, man. It was great.
I was terrified, and Dave was like, oh yeah, Katie's mom? Pfft, whatever.
Dude, it was amazing.
She the real MVP.
She's the real MVP.
Correct.
She is the real MVP.
Correct.
That's kind of the same
Yeah.
as what happened today.
That's pretty sweet.
Thank you, sir. No, man.
was an opening for you to
yes,
talk
I know.
about
I got
it.
you.
Yeah.
I got you, sir.
Just making sure.
I got you.
That was a pass.
The LeVar Ball, sir. Yeah. Running into him and meeting LeVar Ball today. That was great. For me, it was great. For me, it was awesome. But just to get him and tell him, like, how much I respected him, or I think he's a good father, for his kids.
Yeah, you
know.
got to get into this because I think when you say to tell him how much I respected him. There's probably a lot of people that are like, Dave, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I respect. Listen, you feel how
But
you
that's
want to
what I'm
feel.
saying.
That's fine. You know, I'm not here to debate that. You feel how you want to feel about a person, but I just look at him as a father because I think he takes on the brunt of all that stuff and, you know, makes all this noise and does all this spectacle stuff to clear the way for his kids to not have to deal with anything. You know, he's like an offensive lineman, and he's just blocking for his kids so they can, you know, do whatever they want. That's so LaMelo can drive around in a green Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying, with a matching outfit, and nobody says anything, you know? So Lonzo can do what he does. Nobody, if you notice, nobody says anything to his kids. You know? Nobody comes to ask them crazy anything, but they all ask LeVar that kind of stuff, and he's going to give you a crazier answer, man. I just feel like that's protecting your kids.
Do you think there's also a negative side of that coin where his sons have been, I guess, subjected to unwanted attention because of their dad behaving the way he does in an hourly manner?
Sure, it's not perfect.
Like,
you know?
The one that everyone thinks of is when he went on First Take, when they were like, oh, yeah, let's bring LeVar on First Take. And Lonzo's walking in behind him. Yeah. And, like, LeVar comes strutting in, and Lonzo behind him is just kind of, like, hunched over. He's got his hands in his hoodie pockets, and he's just like, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this right now. Like,
but see, but that's exactly the perfect what I'm talking about. He walked in first as the offensive lineman to block all that, and nobody really cared about what Lonzo was doing because he coming in like this, man. You know, I love that kind of thing about him, man. Like, he takes that away from his kids so they can actually just go live their life and do what they want to do. Now, like you said, it ain't perfect. There's always something to come with it, but there's no such thing as a perfect parent, but there's a million ways to be a really good one and a really great one. But
I just thought it was a cool perspective, and one that probably only Big Dave would come up with on his own.
That is the only compliment you've given me on this trip, and I appreciate that.
That's not true. That's not true. Don't believe that. Don't believe that.
Guys, we've only been here for a couple days. The tension is high. We're all crammed into a very small Airbnb.
That's right, man. Will hates it. Well, he hates me.
I'm having a great time.
I know you are, sir. I'm picking
no
on
hate
you.
in my
I know.
heart.
I'm picking on you, man. I know you do.
We're freaking in Paris. And also, Joey was like, you know, not a huge LeVar fan, but he's like, if I can dap up LeVar, I'm going to dap up LeVar.
You did, Joey. You want to dap him up, right, Joey?
He did.
I did.
Yeah, man.
I did. Will is a eyewitness to that.
Yeah.
I witnessed it.
I witnessed it.
I witnessed it.
I saw it too.
Here's my one complaint about LeVar.
Okay.
Cut your nails.
Clip your fingernails,
Cut your
bro.
nails?
I don't know if it was his nails or he's got sharp fingers or something, but
Sharp fingers.
brother got right into my palms. I was like, "Jeez, man, relax with that, man." But I say he was very, you know, approachable.
Yeah,
That's the word I would use, approachable. I walked right up to him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, big fan?" And he was like, "Man, glad you're a big fan."
Right.
You know, like he was ready to have a 20-minute conversation.
Right, exactly.
But we were out of there. But you know, he was really nice.
Yeah, he was. He's a
So
really nice guy,
respect to
man.
him. I think it was cool what they were doing. Honestly, I mean, he's
Yeah.
also making a lot of money out of it.
Of course, you know.
Good
but
for him.
He's doing that. Shout out to his wife as well, man. She was there also.
You can't hate on a guy for, you know, raising three, you know, two kids that are in the NBA, one that was in the G League.
You know what I'm saying? That's successful, man. Like, that sounds like a success story to me.
One way or another, he's doing something right.
Yeah. Success story. You got that, Matt?
Sure.
You like that, Matt?
Sure.
No, you don't like
Matt's
that?
scolding right now.
But he also was like, oh, yeah, all my kids should
All
be
right.
number one picks. all
Whatever.
my kids are
You
going
not
to be
saying that
number one
about your
picks.
kids?
2 and 3.
You
Don't
got
Had
have
to
any kids,
settle.
thank
Is
God.
that all we have? Is that all we have for today? The LeVar episode? Is that what? Are we?
Hey, we got on that topic. We
got
can
on-
move off of it.
Correct.
I did not dap up LeVar.
You did not.
Didn't need to.
I don't
did
think
not.
anybody is surprised by that.
No.
Petty Peck was
But
like,
you
oh,
were.
hey.
But
yeah.
I mean, Petty Pack. See, I was under like, you know, maybe if it was somebody like Chris Paul, you would have went up there and actually not only not dapped him up, given him a piece of your mind.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No,
hey,
that's fair.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
I think you're a jackass.
Stop flopping. Stop with the dirty crap.
Well, I was a
and
little.
stop whining to the
right.
refs all the
I
time.
was, and I'm not Chris Paul catching strays, but you know, I was surprised you didn't pull something like that with LeVar. Not actually, but maybe
no.
thought you were going up to the table, being like, "Hey, buddy, close your mouth, walk away."
What?
Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to get escorted out of a place by security
Again.
while we're on a work
after
trip.
we had been escorted in by
That's true.
Yeah, we also cut the whole line by showing the NBA pass.
We're rolling with the GOAT, man.
Well, I wouldn't say we cut the whole line. We legally
No, we did nothing wrong.
bypassed the line
No.
We
did nothing
got
wrong.
to the front of the line.
Correct.
by
Correct.
using your credentials.
And they were very friendly, too. They were very nice, man. Security was very, very nice.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a good moment, man. So, yeah. Have fun.
We got to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what it means to be a Bulls fan in Paris right now, what it means to be a Bulls fan internationally, looking back to the 97 exhibition game, Dream Team, all that jazz. AK snapping a picture of Michael from the sidelines while he's wearing basketball shorts. That's one of my favorite pictures ever. Big Dave, tell the people about ComEd. The people of Paris need to know
this is why they're here.
About Chicago's power and energy sources.
They can't wait to hear this, man. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is committed to helping families and businesses in the communities we serve save money and energy. ComEd offers free facility assessments that can find energy-saving opportunities, whether it's lighting, HVAC systems, commercial kitchen equipment, or industrial processes. I say that because I'm fancy. An authorized engineer will work with you to develop a detailed assessment plan specific to your goals and needs. These can be done in person or virtually and last approximately 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours today. Within 3 to 4 weeks, customers will receive a report detailing energy efficiency projects that they can start working on immediately. Each recommendation will include estimated energy cost savings, project costs, potential incentives, and simple pay back. So don't wait. Why are you waiting? Get started saving some money today and energy. For energy saving tips and to schedule your free facility assessment, go to ComEd.com/poweringbiz. And if you're ready to sign up for a facility assessment, call them at 855-433-2700 during normal business hours. And you can email them at businessee.com or request an assessment online at their website, which is ComEd.com/facility assessment. Not bad?
The facility assessment takes 2 hours. So
2 hours today.
Yeah, we could have had a facility assessment done. Mm-hmm. We could have had them come, and it would have been done by the time that we had arrived at the gym. Because it took a long time to get here.
Oh, that's where you were going. Okay, all right. That's a long way. It's a long way for a scene.
I got lost.
All right.
I got lost.
In this
Somebody
scene.
take Joey's headset, please.
One of you guys want it? I'm gonna give it to one of them in a little bit.
Oh yeah, man.
Should.
Later on, we got
should.
You should. What is that? You should. I'll go sit in the seat, Matt.
Joey's spicy. What's
the next ad?
Can I talk about DraftKings now?
Yeah, you're
you can.
I'm sorry.
Get him.
I'm sorry.
Today's episode of CHGO Bulls also brought to you by our friends at DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Football fans, NFL playoff action continues one step closer to Super Bowl 57. The people of Europe, they love their American football, Dave.
They can't get
enough. They love it.
They can't get enough.
DraftKings is an official betting partner of the NFL, the NBA, and our official betting partner at CHGO. And right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can take a shot at an even bigger payout with those DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. And it's DraftKings Pick of the Week day.
Okay, come on.
I haven't looked at it because it's tomorrow, and also I don't know if I can log into my account from Paris.
Okay.
Whatever the line is for Bulls Pistons on Thursday night, take the Bulls to cover. Take the Bulls to cover. It's a lock. We've been talking all season about how the Bulls lose games to lesser teams.
Yeah.
Play down to their competition.
Yeah.
Not in Paris, mother.
You're making an argument for them to lose this game, Matt.
Right.
That's right.
Which is why I'm flipping it.
You're flipping the script.
I'm flipping it because we flipped everything. We've flipped our internal clocks.
Yes.
We've flipped which side of the globe we're on.
Yes.
We're flipping the Bulls losing or almost losing to bad teams. They are going to stomp the Pistons tomorrow.
All right.
Take them to cover. That's my DraftKings Pick of the Week. Don't forget promo code CHGO when you sign up.
Meathead Matt in the place to be.
Come on.
I like that. I'm with that, man. I dig it.
Matt Del Mendo.
Shout out to our guy Cody from CHGO.
You can't see the smile on Joey's face right now.
He's so proud of it. He's so proud.
Hey,
I can't do anything here.
Hey, Joey Steak Frites, let's keep the nicknames to the people giving you nicknames.
Yo, man.
I don't know why he doesn't like those.
These guys
those are great nicknames.
They see what I'm dealing with now.
Are we hard on Joey? Are we picking on Joey too much?
Yes, they're literally saying yes.
I don't think that's picking. I think we're giving you cool nicknames.
Yes.
I wish I was Joey Bordeaux. I'm not.
He wants
well,
your
you're
nickname.
not.
I know.
See,
I
now
wish
that's
I
me.
was.
See,
You
can't
have
do
a
that.
nickname. you're the GOAT.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You have two,
I have one
actually.
nickname.
You literally had a
Well, you're
fan.
thrilled, too,
You had
so.
a fan come up
Thrillenium.
to you.
Thrillenium.
We got a couple. We got a couple.
We literally had somebody come up to you in public and say, "You're the GOAT."
That's true.
That did happen.
we were
That
standing
did
outside
happen.
a random store in Paris, and someone came up to you and called you the GOAT.
This is true. This happened.
Can't complain about nicknames
Sorry
if
about
that's
that,
the
man.
case.
Fair.
Thank you.
Fair.
So,
Fair point.
journeying back a couple decades, if you guys saw the side-by-side that the Bulls posted, I think the NBA account also posted it, 97 Bulls exhibition game, that 97 roster, in front of the Eiffel Tower, and then photo op from this morning, these Bulls who are here to play the Pistons on Thursday with that same photo.
Correct.
It's just crazy to think about, well, A, how much time has passed since I was a kid rooting for the Bulls in 1997. Yikes. And B, the fact that, like, the Bulls, even though they have been mediocre most often, bad for a while, and competitive briefly since the dynasty ended, are still the NBA team of international Bulls, or international, basketball fandom.
Yeah.
When they were like, okay, Paris game, who's playing? It was like, oh, yeah. They've done a few Paris games, but the Bulls being one seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And when we get here, like, I think when we get to that stage, we'll really see what it truly is. But just the fact that these guys are here, you know what I'm saying, like this, just lets you know what that fandom is really like, you know what I mean? And we live and die by this stuff, you know, all the time. But the fact that they can live and die by it and have to watch it at like 2 a.m., you know what I'm saying, have to get up early and do this stuff, is a whole nother level
Mad
of
respect.
fandom, man.
Mad respect to all of you.
Seriously, man.
My
That's
goodness.
impressive, man. I want more 2:30 games for y'all. Like, seriously, man. That's tough, bro. But, yeah, man, they are just that big internationally. Of course, you could thank Jordan for those kind of things. You know, of course, winning all the titles they did, you know, helps that as well. But it's the staying power of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that. It's the fact that they're still here, even through the dark times, even through those trash times, even when the bald head menace was doing his thing. They still were there, man, and rolling. So
You had to throw in a ball head menace.
what do you mean? Tell me when I lied.
We're supposed to. I didn't say lied. I just said you had to do it.
Of course, got to toss it.
So I asked Billy about that today at practice, and he was kind of like, we get that kind of on the road for all our games. Like, there's Bulls fans everywhere. They
So
always
you're
show
used to
up.
it.
But I
Yeah.
think you'll really feel it tomorrow at the game.
Well,
Yeah.
even a team like the Bucks that is only, a year removed from being NBA champions, it's the United Center North. People call it United Center North. The
That's
Bucks'
true.
brand new fancy stadium in Milwaukee is like, it's at least 50% Bulls fans.
60.
And that's why I am very curious to see what the ratio is like.
Yeah.
That's what the
at
DraftKings
Accor
pick of the week
Arena.
should have been. Over under 75% Bulls fans.
Right. I mean, is it going to be 70-30? Is it going to be like 97-3?
I think we're also going to see some really cool random old vintage jerseys.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be like
Yeah.
it's going to be like Las Vegas Summer League in that way.
Yeah.
There's going to be some random jerseys.
But I think Matt brought up a great point talking about Detroit having Killian Hayes as well. So
I was
you know,
talking
that
to
might
our
become
guys
good,
here,
too.
our French guys who were saying like, oh yeah, he's very popular.
He's that big like that? Yeah. Really good season. Okay. Yeah, man.
yeah, he's breaking out this year.
He's coming, man. He's coming, though. So, yeah, that I'm sure there will be definitely fans for that as well, man. But that bull is global. That brand is global, man. That face is global. So I'm really excited to see it. And these random jerseys, like y'all talking about, I'm really excited to see the most random jersey that's out there. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, man.
It's weird to think about the fact that Arturas has now found his way into being the head of basketball ops for the Bulls.
Yeah.
When he was a guy playing basketball professionally
Right.
for a European team.
Right.
92 Dream Team, 92 Olympics in Barcelona. He was there. He also played in that 97 game. And actually, you know what? Shout out to AK. I went and looked at the box score of the exhibition game. AK had a game.
You had a game?
He put up a stat line.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they still lost by a lot because
Well,
it was
yeah,
the Bulls.
It was Jordan, yeah.
But AK could ball out, man.
Like,
But the funny thing is, like, he, I think it was not the 97 game. I think it was the 92 Olympics where he was the one sitting on the court about to check in
Yeah.
with a disposable camera taking a picture of that dream team.
And that's so
now
wild.
he is the president of basketball operations for our same Bulls.
Like, that he's a fan of this team, and having a guy, that's a fan of the team in charge of the team, you wonder if he's, feels that what we feel when we're watching these Bulls, when they're inconsistent, when guys aren't hitting their shots, or even when they're DeMar's dropping 40, and they're hitting game winners. Does he have that same, kind of feeling that we feel, the anger or the just overjoyed by it? So, but it's good to have that fan in that seat You know what I'm saying, from that perspective.
Yeah, it's a little something extra. Like, whenever you're playing one-on-one against Joey or something, you want to win, right? Because you're playing. So that's how you are from, like, a basketball operations perspective. When you're in charge of those decisions, you want your team to win.
Yeah.
But then you put in the fandom on top of that. It's a little something extra, like you said.
Yeah, man. It adds something right to it, bro. And being an international guy, you know what I'm saying, adds something to it as well. So, yeah, we just want to see more of it, you know, a couple more three-point shooters and things. That'd be nice. You wouldn't mind it? Just a little bit?
Okay, this is kind of a dark question.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'm honestly curious what you guys think.
I'm scared.
It's just a given that the Bulls are the most popular basketball team globally.
Okay.
Because of the Jordan years, right?
Okay.
And those 6 titles. Do you think that there is a chance that if time goes on and the Bulls aren't champions again, or even close to champions again, they can lose that mantle of being the NBA team of international basketball fandom? Because you see like the jersey sales, right? That's always a good indicator, or team merch sales. And like obviously the Warriors with Steph are very popular. There are like younger basketball fans now who don't know what the Bulls' glory days were. They hear about it. Maybe they'll stumble upon a YouTube video here or there, but there's an entire generation of basketball and NBA fans now who don't know what the Bulls dynasty was.
That's true. I'm going to say no. And one is the fact that it's been, close to 25 years since they've actually won a title.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a full Joey. That's a full-grown adult. You know what I'm saying? That is a grown person. So if it's been that long and people are still rolling, you know what I'm saying, with us, that's one indication. The other is simply Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, this is Michael Jordan. Even after retirement and years down the line, you know what I'm saying, when Joey's having kids, they're going to know who Michael Jordan is. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be a thing, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know when, where. I'm just saying, when you have them, they're going to know who Michael Jordan is.
I hope my girlfriend's not listening.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's going to go down, man. And that's what makes it still global and still a thing. It's because Michael Jordan is global and like that. And he comes with that bull. You know what I'm saying? You see it and you know it and you immediately equate it to that. You know, so that kind of thing will never change. It kind of never die. It's like Magic Johnson with the Lakers. Like, you immediately think that. You're like, he's going to the Lakers. Now let's put the greatest basketball player of all time and that kind of brand behind it.
Oh, no, but Dave, I have heard from several 13-year-olds on Twitter with good authority that Michael was overrated.
Oh, word? Okay.
And was just beaten up on, electricians, plumbers, garbage men, that he couldn't win anything and wouldn't win anything without Scotty, and that LeBron is leaps and bounds the better overall player.
You know,
wait, that's not true?
Enter our 13-year-old with a Twitter account.
Get that man the 1K.
Joey
Get
1K.
Joey the 1K. Joey 1K out here.
Get Will the 10K.
Oh.
He needs it more.
He needs it more. Ooh.
There's a little salty.
Little spice.
I hope you're right, Dave. I honestly, just thinking about it, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
What do you
either.
think? Go ahead, Will.
I think they're like locked into maybe the top 5, but you brought up a good point about the Warriors. I also wonder from you guys, like, you've got great European players now. Are they like Luka and Jokic and Giannis and some of these guys, like, they could be overtaking your Stephs, your LeBrons as like the most famous, most popular players in Europe.
Sure.
And the better they get, and they're already really good. We're talking about the last 4 MVPs being
I was
from
going to
Europe.
say, you just named 3 or 4 MVP frontrunners.
Right.
And then also Luka Doncic.
Right, yeah.
Like, those guys and their teams could start to take over. So I don't think it's a given. I think they'll always be up there. But, yeah, I'd be curious to hear what you guys think about that.
Yeah. I think it'll be up there, though, man. It's hard to change that kind of thing. And the winning that comes with, I mean, they got to win, too. Like, when those guys start winning, I think I can better see that point when they start winning those championships.
The Bulls got to start winning again.
Yeah,
right.
No, I'm not in disagreement with that.
Otherwise, C-Red Ted's not going to be a Bulls fan.
They're going to start by covering the spread against the Pistons.
That's where that goes.
And we're going to go from there.
All right, okay.
But,
get that money first.
It's like our old pal Sabine used to say, shout out to John.
Shout out John Sabine.
Over back in America.
Hey, flex.
He said when we would watch the starting lineups in the green room at NBC, that as bad as that team was, that it was like cosplay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was like make-believe pretending to be this big juggernaut Bulls. You hear Alan Parsons Project serious. You see, you know, the amazing light show and all of this on the intro, which those of us who are old enough to remember, it sends shivers up and down your spine.
It does.
Because of the memories that it brings back.
Yeah.
And when you're doing that for Walt Lemon Jr. and Jakar Sampson and Brandon Sampson and another 30-point Bulls loss, it loses its power in a way.
Put some respect on Sean Kilpatrick's name.
You mean Sean Kill draft pick?
Yeah.
Joey,
exactly
do you feel that way? Like when you hear the Bulls intro, like it doesn't stir up anything in you, or does it?
Honestly, it's weird, but I always, like when I was younger, I wanted to be like a public address announcer because I thought that the Bulls intro was so cool and
That's
like
dope.
iconic.
Yeah.
So it was never really about like the Jordan part of it for me. I just thought the music was perfect. Like I thought that part of it was like just perfectly done.
Dude, we got to get you to be BFS with Tim Sinclair.
Yeah,
these guys know him. He came on our show.
Well,
like,
I mean, this was a long time ago. I've since pivoted in the media industry. I would love to be a PA announcer. The Cubs actually hired their new PA announcer, Jeremiah Paprocki. He's like,
That's true.
I think he's younger than I am.
He's pretty young. Yeah.
And he's a baller. So
I mean,
I think that's like one of the coolest
I get
jobs.
it though. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Ray Clay. Like I thought that was the coolest job in the world.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I could just be the guy in the microphone announcing the starting lineup of the Bulls.
Yeah.
It was never about the Jordan part of it for me. I just always thought, aside from that, the Bulls, like with the lights off, the red, like the music, I just think it's really, really well done.
Yeah.
It's really well done.
It's really awesome, man.
I'm trying to think of other good ones in sports because there are other good ones, but like, man, that one.
It's
That
on
one is
a
special.
different plateau.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's some
somewhere
good
else.
like college football ones and stuff like that, but in terms of the NBA, like
And think of all the teams that kind of started doing that kind of thing.
they
You know,
stole it.
after the Bulls did it, then everybody started
the Bulls
turning
really
off the lights.
changed the game with that.
They really did,
Yeah.
man. They really did.
I mean, like early '90s, they changed what it meant to have an NBA game be
So I got
entertainment in a lot of ways. I mean, like Jerry Buss gets a lot of credit for that because he was doing it with like the '80s Showtime Lakers and Paul Abdul and the Lakers girls and all that. The Bulls evolved that in the '90s.
Do you guys think? I don't know if we've ever hit on this. Like, do you think that it would be right for the Bulls to eventually transition away from using that intro music because people think that that like sort of belongs in that one era, and that now, you know, the Bulls should move towards a new identity and, you know, stop riding that wave so much?
No, I'm saying stay with it. He does, but I like
do.
staying with it.
Until you are back in at least a conference final series, put that song away.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I
when they
think
went
that's
there-
wrong. I think if you're going to take it away, then that team that, you know, gets back to the conference finals, then it's their song.
Yeah,
then
it belongs
it's
to
whatever,
them.
Then
Okay,
no,
fine.
then it's whatever song you're playing when they're walking out.
That's what I'm saying. It belongs to them.
Then,
Yeah.
then it's just a new
So
thing.
maybe retire for the
retire
80s. I don't
serious with the Rafters. I mean, it's gone long enough
No,
at this
I mean,
point.
like-
where,
I'm with
you
it.
know, but
Like
Keep that.
when what's his name, the composer who made Round Ball Rock, you know, the old NBA,
John Tesh.
John Tesh. Whenever he in recent years decided to relinquish the rights to that, and now you just hear it all over the place in various sports broadcasts.
yes.
When I hear it and it's not 90s NBA on NBC, it breaks my freaking brain. I'm like, what is it, wrestling?
Yeah.
AEW Wrestling is using it now.
They are. Shout out to
College
them.
basketball March Madness has been using it for the past couple
Yeah.
years. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, March Madness.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worthy of that, but it's still like,
wait, which
no,
one is that? Heart of a Champion by Nelly.
Yo.
Oh, Joseph. Dave, do an ad read while we.
That's right, though.
But he's
It's
right.
yeah, it's
No, he's
Come
right.
on.
But yeah, but he's right though.
Can't take this kid
This is
anywhere.
for you. This is for you right here. Yo, Will. What time is it?
It's game time.
Get on the
Jason,
screen.
come on with the shirt. Come on over here.
Dude,
There you go. You can't forget the shirt.
look at his shirt.
What time
He's
is it?
got the shirt.
Game time. You heard him. You heard him, man. Hottest new ticketing site. Makes it easier than ever to score all the best deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows. Have you ever dreamed of sitting in that seat just thought you never could? 50-yard line, courtside behind home plate. Floor seats at a concert. It's all possible with the Game Time app. Last minute, biggest price drops can be found on seats you, your wonderful self, thought you could never, ever buy. You won't find better deals this season to see the Chicago Bulls. And just like here at CHGO, it's created by the fans, for the fans. Guarantees you the lowest price. So, if you love CHGO,
And we know that you do.
you will join the 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app, y'all, and show that love and support them. Because the best way to support them, first of all, is hitting that thumbs up, though, for us. Go check that right there. But then buy your tickets through the link in the description and score the best seats to all your favorite events. Because Matt Peck, all the way from Paris. What time is it?
Game time, who? Bam.
There. They felt that one, yeah. They're right there. Neil's
the
Neil's
first
like
thing they
there,
can
right
hear
there.
on this entire show.
Yeah, right there. First time, man. Oh, man, that was awesome.
We got a little bit of time left, gentlemen.
Okay.
I feel like we should bring some of our guests on.
I agree.
If anybody's got any thoughts, any questions.
Any questions,
Who wants to say
He's
something?
got a question.
I'm
He's
sick of
got a
talking.
question. Come on.
Come on now. We got a spare
Easy's
headset.
got a question. Right over here, my friend. Right to you. That is for you. Go ahead and put that on. What's happening?
Say hello to Easy once again, ladies and gentlemen.
My guy right here.
First of all, thank you all. Welcome to Paris.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I got a question for you. Do you think this trip is a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, the good thing it's about the team chemistry, and the bad thing is, okay, it's exhausted to go to Paris. It's exhausted because it's one entire week. You need to drink a lot of wine. You need to see a lot of things. So I don't know if it's positive or negative. So what's your take on that?
That's a good question.
I think it's a good thing overall. It's hard, but and people were asking them that today at practice about like how are you managing like the sightseeing and the team bonding and all this stuff with. Okay, there's a game to play, and that game counts for the record.
Yeah.
And I think they all kind of understand that this is a business trip, and they're kind of using it as a bye week almost, like the NFL, where you kind of get some time off, you can ice your bruises and rest your sprains or whatever. I think ultimately it'll be good for them to go out for dinner. Last night they had a big team dinner for Io's birthday. Derek Jones Jr. proposed to his girlfriend.
Yeah, shout
I
out.
saw that.
Shout out.
Congrats.
Shout out.
So I think it's good for them. They're like doing some sightseeing. So I think it'll be good for them. It's a team that kind of needs it right now too. They just haven't been playing well. Obviously they had that big win against the Warriors right before coming here, but I think this is gonna be really good for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because it gives your team also a chance to bond a little bit better. You know, maybe get to know one of your teammates that you haven't been speaking to. You're going to Paris, a whole other country. You might see a different side of them you didn't know and be like, oh, man, you were down with this? We could have been hanging out in the States doing this, bro. So those things are good. And honestly, if you're good, you're good. And if you're bad, you're bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to translate anywhere that you go. But being prepared to play, I think the Bulls are. I think Detroit is too. But I think the Bulls are definitely prepared for it. I mean, DeMar, I think he'll be out there, even though he sat out these last 3 games. I think he'll be out there ready to play. They have stuff to prove. And we just spent a whole segment talking about that brand of the Chicago Bulls. Well, winning is a part of that. You know what I mean? So if you're going to come over here, you're going to have to perform and you got to show out, man. So I think they understand that, and I think it will. But that's a good point, though, honestly.
And it's kind of the same.
Boy,
We're not stepping up to the moment.
I don't know.
But it's kind of the same. You mentioned, Matt, like they play well against the good teams, right?
Yeah.
They understand the moment, and I think they're going to understand that this is a big moment, not just for the Bulls. The Bulls' schedule. This is like a big deal for the NBA and for basketball worldwide. I think they get it.
They got to show out.
That could be a turnaround in the season.
It could be
at this point.
I don't know if beating the Pistons is significant enough to be a turning point.
Hey,
in
they
your
haven't been
season,
able to beat
but
any bad team, so if they can do it,
That's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
sad-
I'm
hate to
honestly,
tell ya.
it's just to me, it's one step closer, one game closer to getting back to 500 or above 500 before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Maybe before the trade deadline. They were kind of running out of time on that. But I mean, that's if you're AK and Eversley and you're assessing the season right now, and you're not at 500 or at least like maybe a game under when you're getting closer to that February trade deadline.
Yeah.
What I mean, what are you thinking and what's your plan?
That's true.
Because you can't run out that string and, cross fingers. Hey, maybe, I mean, I didn't hear LeVar talking about it today, but maybe Lonzo's really coming back this time. He posted another Instagram video of running slowly and gingerly on a treadmill. I don't think it's a turning point, but it's.
but I think it'll be a turning point one way or the other, because they've got Pistons obviously tomorrow. They've got Hawks. They've got Pacers, Hornets, Magic, Hornets, Blazers, who are really stumbling right now.
Yeah.
Spurs, who are probably the worst team in the league, all before the trade deadline. They've got some other good games in there, but like this is their chance.
Yeah.
I know we've been saying that for a while now. This is their chance. They got to do it.
They can.
If it's not now, then.
They win.
And to your point about a bye week, Will, I mean, the Bulls played that game against the Warriors Sunday afternoon and then flew here. They'll play the Pistons while they're here, and then their next game isn't until, Monday night?
Monday night.
So, it's a lot of travel to go to Paris and all the way back, but they only played one game this week. They're only going to play one game this week.
If we can handle it, they can.
And they're not traveling
and
like
they,
us.
they
either.
travel all the time. And
Yeah.
yes, it's just, continental United States travel.
Yeah.
But they'll play a game, get on a plane, fly to a different city, and then go play a game the next night.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that could even be more exhausting than just flying to Paris to play a game and flying back in the span of a week.
Yeah.
I mean, jet lag is real.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's
But
a thing.
Can
It's a
confirm.
thing. Can
Yeah.
confirm. Yes, it's a thing.
I think these players have sort of like built up some sort of tolerance or immunity to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're tired, but
And they traveling right too.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
the
mean.
other
Like
thing.
they're doing it the right way, man.
They're not traveling as well as you two.
Oh, stop it.
that is not true.
Business class bros.
That is not true. Hey
Cut
man,
that out.
if
Appreciate you,
we
Bees.
can, I'm
Thank you, guys.
upgrading again. Who else wants to talk? Somebody else
Everybody,
come take
come
this
on, Neil.
headset.
Come on with it.
We got a few minutes left. Who
Yeah, come on
wants to
with it, man.
talk? Let's get a representative from C Red UK in here.
Yeah, there he is. ladies
Everybody
and
say
gents.
what's up to Neil.
Look
How
at
we
him.
doing? How we
Belongs-
What's up, sir?
Man belongs
Thank
on the
you very
tube right there. Look at this man. Come on, baby.
I'm not used to having a camera pointed at me. Normally, we're
Yeah.
just sitting in my car and I'm talking to my phone. But I'll do my best.
Yes, sir. You're
Just
doing
act
well.
like it's not
You're
there.
doing well.
We
You're
never
doing well.
notice it.
Okay, so I suppose this is a bit more of a light-hearted kind of a question.
Sure.
But obviously, when things are going badly for the Bulls, we always look to Matt for the rageometer and the hat throws. I was just wondering if there was any plans in the pipeline to have a more of an upbeat when we're winning. Maybe we could have like an excitometer or something along those lines, maybe for Big Dave, because you do tend to kind of elevate when the Bulls are winning, right?
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a little happier when they win. Yes, this is true.
Or a thrillometer when you find out something
Oh!
really good. Something along those lines.
That is a genius. That is a genius move.
Here we go.
Yeah, I do. Well, he's right. We do the meathead hours. You know what I mean? When I call it, you know what I'm saying? When I'm like all in on this, and I'm definitely in meathead hours for this game right here. What else is there? What else we do, Joey? Is there something else? Oh, Goon of the Night. Of course we do Goon of the Night when they win. I thought that was all because only do it when they win.
That's true.
That's the only time
That's
it comes
true.
out
Yes.
is when they win.
Also, I feel like Dave is not the type of person who would want to measure how much happiness he's feeling.
That's true.
Because it's just always
all the time.
happiness all the time.
It would be annoying after a while. Yes. You think he's right? All right, well, I'm with it, Joey. Do what
Thanks,
you want to
Joey.
do. All right, well, come on with it.
I feel like it's easier to just put a number on how mad you are than it is to put
Okay.
a number on how happy you are.
Okay.
Well, yeah, easier for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm dead inside.
I don't know if I can do the thrill of me. This is the thrill right here.
I do the
You know,
dancing cat
Thrillennium.
video. That's the best I can do.
That's
you're
true.
doing a
You
good
do it
job.
well. Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
You're doing a
I'm
good
trying.
You do it well,
I'm
sir.
trying.
A tease for the people is there. I've heard a rumor that there is a Paris specific
All I'll say is the Bulls
Version.
better win tomorrow.
of the dancing cat
Bulls
video.
better win tomorrow. That's all I got to say.
He's got to say it,
Goat's
man.
like, I spent 12 hours making a new Paris cat video.
Oh, man, dude. Neil,
Very good. Listen,
my man.
Neil, check him
you,
out,
man.
C-Red UK, everybody.
So I got Neil, man. Yes. Any other questions? Anybody got questions?
We got a
Questions?
few minutes. Anybody else?
Come on with it. Don't be shy, man. Come on through.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, my man's. Ibrahim
Grab a
right
headset.
there, baby. Looking clean,
So I got
boy.
Ibrahim, who found us at the Lonzo Ball
I know
Airness
we
store
talking
earlier
about
today.
wheels here, but that ain't half stepping right there, baby. That's clean right there. That man is smooth. That man is smooth, baby.
Hi guys, hi everyone.
What's up, my man?
First of all, I'm happy to be here with all of you guys.
Happy to be
And,
here with you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. And I just wanted to ask you, since personally I grew up in France and in Morocco, but anyway, I grew up overseas, so I don't really know what it's like to be a Chicago Bulls fan in Chicago or even in the US, and growing up with the Chicago Bulls. And all that, know the culture of the city, how the city is living through the Bulls. So I wanted to know how you guys felt it and how it is really for you guys.
That's a great question.
That's a
I
great
think
question.
You're feeling a little taste of it today. Like seeing all those people lining up at the store for the Lonzo Ball event. I know you said you probably aren't going to go to the game tomorrow, but just like seeing all the posters around town
it's true.
and everything in the stores. I mean, I would say in a lot of ways that's like more than what we feel on a day-to-day basis, especially when the team isn't performing as well.
I think we take it for granted at
think we
times.
take it for
I
granted.
know I do as a Bulls fan. If I'm at a game or we're just watching the game somewhere and just the general excitement of like, oh, the Bulls are on an 8-0 run and like somebody drains a three or a dunk and like, yeah, there's a roar from the crowd, but it's also like, to me, it's somewhat subdued, and maybe it's just because it's subdued in my own mind, but I think we take for granted the fact that we live in Chicago and can go to the United Center anytime and watch that team play.
Yeah, seriously.
Because there is such a great, rich sports history in the city of Chicago. And I know it means a lot. Like, shout out to our guy Jimmy from UK Chicago Bulls, who just did a trip to Chicago like last month.
Yeah, he did. Yes,
and he was talking about how he was overwhelmed by not just how cool it was to like get and be around Chicago Bulls fans and the team and the game, but what I loved hearing the most from him is that every person in Chicago he came across who he had met for the first time that day told him a little bit about what he was there for, the trip he took. He said everyone in Chicago is the nicest person in the world. And as someone who is Midwest nice to a T, this is a character I play, y'all, for the show. I'm not actually.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
I'm not actually a jackass. I'm nice to people.
You ruined the whole thing.
I don't know, guys.
I like that's
Joey's the heel.
that's the stuff that I care about. Like Chicago sports fans, like, are they good people who are happy to meet and interact with and engage with other sports fans?
Yeah.
Because there are some cities in America whose sports fans is like, dude, get out of my face. You are the worst.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
Because personally, I only interact with Bulls fans on Twitter. And
Right.
they seem nice, and I always have a good chat with them and all. So, really, I feel like if I had the chance to go one day to a Bulls game in Chicago, and I don't know, maybe live a whole week in Chicago, that would be like Jimmy said, like overwhelming for me.
Yeah, man. I think it would, and you're right. As far as I feel like you said, taking it for granted. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
In Chicago, the two baseball teams kind of separate each other. You know what I'm saying? Even if you like them or don't like, whatever, they kind of separate each other.
North side, south side.
Not everybody's a hockey fan. You know what I mean? Everybody watches that. So that leaves you the two teams. That leaves you the Bears, you know what I'm saying, everybody lives and die on, and the Bulls, which everybody lives and die on. When the Bulls are winning, it feels different in the city. It really does. And Bears too. But when the Bulls win, it feels different. Last year was a great example.
Yeah.
When the Bulls were off to that great start, and doing their thing, bro, the city was different. Like, everybody was just kind of happy and somewhat apprehensive, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because of how the season was going, for sure.
But you see a lot more Bulls gear out on the sidewalks, out on the streets.
More people want to talk Bulls with you just walking. You know what I'm saying? Seeing those things and have that discussion. So when they're winning and actually like in the playoffs, those kind of things happening, man, people can't get enough of that stuff, man. So yeah, they do live and die by it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you might hear on Twitter.
No, I don't believe what's on Twitter. People talk a lot, and
man.
if you spend like 30 minutes on Twitter, you're gonna find out that Zach LaVine's trash, DeMar DeRozan's, everybody's trash.
Everybody's trash.
No wonder my mind is so warped.
So you don't. No, I really don't take Twitter for an example.
Yes, sir.
No,
yes, sir, man.
No, Twitter's a terrible place. We all tolerate it.
Yes, but thanks for being there, because we wouldn't have known you without it.
And you need to come to Chicago not just to see a Bulls game and see what it's like to be a Bulls fan in the city, but you need to come for a beef sandwich and some Chicago pizza.
Well,
those three things are worth the trip.
Tell them you're vegetarian, please.
No,
Please.
I have to tell you, like, if you have some halal pizza, okay, but if it's, or because I'm not eating pork or
Yes.
Can you handle the truth, Matthew? Can you handle the truth?
Look at him.
Okay. Another domino falls in Dave's direction. Big surprise.
Come on with it, baby.
Dave's the man of the people. Enjoy your vegetables, you freaking weirdos.
My man, dog. Thank
That
you,
is
man.
about
Thank
it.
you.
Ibrahim. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
man. Thank you.
We have been
Anybody else?
here sitting
No,
at
you good?
the one ball basketball gymnasium. There's still people working out over there.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
Making you tired watching them work out?
Truly.
That makes you like, I need a beer.
Yeah, I do. I would have loved to be here sitting watching the combine, the BAL combine.
Yeah.
Just sitting here with a beer. Just
No, it would have been
sipping
fun. No, you're right, man. Well, we're going to do it tomorrow.
We're gonna go
Promise
tomorrow.
you.
We're gonna pop by the Bulls house pop-up shop. I guess it's gonna be like a Bulls museum kind of thing.
Yes.
We're gonna go there.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to some Bulls fans, talk to some NBA fans.
Yeah.
Maybe see
It's
some
going to
people.
be fun. I wanted to ask you personally, like, is this your first time, like, internationally covering a team like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what
Yes.
does this, like, kind of mean to you, with this being, like, your first time, like, covering a team internationally?
I mean, I think it's kind of what we were just talking about in terms of perspective and taking things for granted. Like, we all know how the Bulls are doing right now,
Yeah.
and we know how that affects the city of Chicago and how they perceive the team.
Yeah, sure.
But like, it's just crazy that there's so many people that are so excited. Like, just being at practice today, there's like hundreds of people, hundreds of international media, all coming from obviously not just France, but like all over Europe to come just take pictures of Zach LaVine shoot free throws before practice. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's usually like 4 or 5 of us standing in the United Center or whatever.
Right,
so I really try to always keep in perspective how cool this job is and how lucky I am to do it. But times like these, you just really appreciate it that much more. And it's great to come do this show in front of people for the first time with you guys. I mean, it's a very cool trip.
Yeah,
we're very lucky.
It's been very cool, man.
Very cool.
Very surreal on some parts. Like, it's been many times when we're walking down the street and RG's is looking at me, I'm just looking like, bro, I'm just trying to take this in.
This whole thing
man.
is like
this
a
so
movie, and Dave
crazy to me,
is the leading role.
Nah, man.
He's just walking,
Honestly.
he's just taking it in, and we're just kind of like in the way.
Walking the streets of Paris has been my favorite part of this so
Yeah,
far.
man.
I'm
It's
really
a
liking
beautiful
Paris.
old city.
Honestly.
Although I have a bone to pick with whoever designed the street layout. And I know
The
that
traffic is
whoever
rough.
that is hundreds of years dead at this point. But what did I tell you guys when we were in that van Uber on the way here? And
A spider.
it's like, instead of a grid, okay, American cities, it's a grid system. Northwest streets, east-west, or north-south streets, east-west streets.
Northwest
Occasionally
streets,
you have a diagonal cutting through it. This is a spider web made by a spider with ADD. That is the street layout of Paris. And I don't know how people... There's also alleys that are actually the width of a sidewalk that have cars going up and down them. How does that work?
I can't believe what you said was a character. Like I told you, this is who he is. Who are you talking about? Okay, this is you, dog. All right? That's just who you are. You just go ahead and accept that. Hilarious, though. Pretty damn hilarious. Pretty damn hilarious.
Fix the streets, Paris. Just start over.
Just start over.
Start over.
Do it. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Be all right, man.
Speaking of start over, we got to wrap up shop, pack up, and head back to our Airbnb in Paris because we're doing another show later tonight.
Yes, man.
We're doing a twofer tonight.
Trash Talk.
Joey 2 times.
Trash Talk is coming on the show, man. That's going to be very, very exciting, man. Really big pod here in France, man. Just excited to talk to them, man. Like, I just really want to know because, you know, basketball isn't like that thing, you know what I'm saying, over here, obviously. So what makes it that thing for them, you know?
Right.
So I'm excited to find those kind of things out from them, man. But I'm excited to start it. Shout out again to my man Easy. Got me plugged in with that. So, yes, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this.
So we will talk to you after Bulls Pistons on Thursday night. We'll also talk to you later tonight from the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Make sure you are hitting that thumbs up button if you're watching along with us on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. And if you think this is cool, us here in Paris, hanging out, covering the Bulls, become a diehard member.
Yes.
Because that is the best and most direct way to keep supporting us and allowing us to do really cool stuff like this.
Like,
see the patch on a hoodie?
come to Paris for a basketball
That's
game.
diehard.
Yes.
You want one of these hoodies? Become a diehard CHGO member.
Come on, baby.
For Will the Go Gottlieb, Will_Gottlieb, Big Dave at BowBWL Sports, our producer and our friend Joey. RG. Bless his heart. And RG, I'm Peck. Shout out also to our French and English Bulls fans for coming out to hang out with us at the One Ball tonight.
Thank y'all for coming.
Mad love to all of you guys. Seriously, truly appreciate it. We will talk to you soon, Bulls Nation. Until next time, see you, be good.
Peace.